Last time, I mentioned that when some scholars face questions of faith, suddenly some very illogical issues pop up. These can be called their blind spots. You'll see that I absolutely do not advocate for any approach to questions of faith where people just say, you can't study this, because if you could study these things about God, then it wouldn't be God anymore. If you could study things of the spiritual realm, then it wouldn't be the spiritual realm anymore. I don't go for that kind of answer to questions of faith. But at the same time, we also can't deny one thing. Since it's called faith, there must be an element of belief involved. It's not just a philosophy. When studying faith philosophically, at its core, you can't study the most essential part. You can study its principles, but you can't understand the part that requires belief. Also, you can't see or touch him, so how can you scientifically verify that? If it could be verified, then it wouldn't be God. So it's easy to fall into this kind of loop. Plus, there's this argument that if something can't be illustrated by science, then it means. This makes people think that faith is unscientific, unreasonable, or illogical. But anyone who has experienced faith will feel something. There's a saying, seeking knowledge through faith. Those who have believed will understand more easily. After you believe, you'll gradually understand that some things, once you believe and accept them, you'll get it. Just like with science, you can analyze data about an orange, how sweet it is, how thin the skin is, and so on. But if you've never actually tasted an orange, do you really know how sweet it is? Sometimes you have to believe and take that first step before you truly understand. And sometimes, when you think you've seriously studied something and answered all the questions about faith, and faith seems very reasonable, why is it that when scholars analyze it, there are still so many strange logical errors? Why is it that there isn't a normal answer, a proper response when discussing matters of faith? Why can't there be a reasonable answer or way of thinking? It really makes you realize that people truly need God's grace. If you dig deeper and understand more, you'll see things like predestination, Arminianism, or free will. When it comes to questions of faith, there will always be something that blinds us. Lord, we ask you when we have the chance to encounter and know God, it truly is such a great grace.